the New York Jets taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have one interception.
Yeah, the one pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 10. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. The pass. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 116 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun to give to Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 49.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
At the Seahawks 43-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Jets 7.
On first and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back back at the 12. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
16 yards, a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
In punt formation for the Jets.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 15-yard line. So that decision's going to cost him 5 yards. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
to Mixon on first down. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Seattle.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and you're guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
56, right there, 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And this doesn't quite work out as well as planned. They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Seahawks, first down.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout.
Number 84.
7 seconds left in the first half.
On the play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Chris Herndon. Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Downfield. Offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now back to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go right back to Singletary. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
I can't believe they even let you play. Go. 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field. He's up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Marquise Brown.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Wants to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
New York set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass intended for D.D. Westbrook. Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Josh Allen. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. The 40, 20, 10, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Touchdown.
Yeah, so hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Seahawks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. That is caught at the 7.
Touchdown.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards, and he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
37-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, time.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Get him. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Taken down.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.